It's a sign because it meets the definition of a sign because it's attempting to direct attention to any object, project, service, place, activity, person, institution, organization, or business. So the mural on the wall was intended to draw attention to the place of business. And so I think it does meet the definition of a commercial sign. And then you look to the painted sign.
The box above is the same thing, it's drawing attention.
So if that probably is a commercial sign as well, but then, so you can't paint on the wall, there are certain exceptions, that, you know, if it's professionally painted or stenciled on an approved backing, and it's architecturally compatible, and it does not exceed 50 square feet in size. So are the boxing gloves more than 50 square feet in size?
No,
So they are in compliance with the ordinance, whereas hers.
Even as it currently is.
Even as it currently is, even though, because hers covers the entire wall.
No.
It covers a quarter of the wall, but she says it's not painted.
wall. Yeah, but is it 50 square
Hers is
foot?
more than 10 square feet though.
No, it's more than 10 square feet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's.
Yeah.
And the motion that said it wasn't a sign was rescinded. I know because I made those.
So I'm not understanding, you're the attorney, I'm not understanding the way you're reading it. Because I thought I'm reading in there that anything that's painted on the wall, regardless of size,
That's what somebody said.
is not legal. And then now you're sounding like because it fits a
We're-
certain size,
we're-
it is okay. I'm asking that.
I was only reading the first part.
Okay, back on there,
But I can go over it again, but.
we did not allow painted signs on buildings. And we made Reds take their, Angels take theirs off.
Why
We
was
just
that?
painted.
No.
So why was that done?
Angels?
Yes.
Because they went the whole length of the wall on the west side of the wall.
Well, see, this is where things,
This minimum.
they came and asked to repaint their sign, and they were told, yeah, you could repaint it, but because they painted over it, then tried to repaint it, they couldn't do it. If they had just repainted their sign, they could have kept it.
No, their sign previous was a banner sign.
I thought, it was painted on it.
It was-
Bride was previously painted.
It was painted on it,
Yeah, and then it went to a banner sign,
but when they
and then they came back and painted it.
It sounds like if you're talking about it was grandfathered and then they painted over it, maybe it's not grandfathered.
They end up putting metal signs up.
So the general rule is painted signs on walls are prohibited. And
Right.
then there are 5 exceptions.
Okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
one of the exceptions is for an attached sign, and that doesn't apply here. One of the exceptions is the sign is professionally painted, and these are and then the maximum area does not exceed 50 square foot and is bordered on all sides by a primed or painted metal frame that is designed and constructed to withstand a constant wind pressure and only one.
Well, that makes sense.
That's now not talking about a wall.
That's the frame sign.
No, it's, I think you read it right, it's just that's an odd
Yeah.
Maybe written
clause to put
in
in
there.
put on the wall. That wall, don't frame the wall.
I hate to tell y'all, it's already past my bedtime. And I still look at it as graffiti. Some see it as art, some see it as this. We fought a battle for years to get rid of spray paint on buildings and walls and things. And I'm opposed to letting it exist again, but I have no vote in it. But I'm totally opposed to the spray paint on buildings.
Well, how about we all, I don't think any of us are ready to pass this ordinance tonight, so how about we all just
Continue to have it and say, sorry, go to the way and keep going.
continue to look at it and get staff input and then.
Table it.
Well, what are we gonna, okay, before you leave it, let's leave her out.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with the existing businesses that do have stuff on the wall?
They never come in compliance.
Okay.
That's my, if it's
No matter what the bottom line is, what is gonna happen right here?
If it's here,
So
they need to be in compliance.
if we're making a stay on her, then we're gonna hold up on all signs at this point.
No, I'm saying if it's in the ordinance right now, we need to enforce the ordinance across the board equally.
The only part the only part at the last council meeting, we had said to forestall enforcement of until we come up with a permanent solution was the painted directly on the walls. Anything else in the sign ordinance, I think is still 100% applicable. This is the only part that we're looking
Well,
at.
I mean, we only held up that one instance.
Right.
So, I'm understanding you right, that Ray's sign either comes down or
So what is,
No,
what
because
is,
to
what
me,
does the ordinance say?
We need to look at the ordinance.
we're still looking at the ordinance. So I would say, don't tell, I mean, you can always let Reyes know, hey, the city's looking at this one way or another, but I would not send, I don't think we need to send them letters and say, don't do it, paint over it or anything, because we could turn around in a month and do something else. And we could turn around in a month and say, you know what, we're gonna leave this exactly as it is. So, kind of the same thing we had said with her last time and tonight, we're not gonna enforce this part until we have come up with a.
Folks, I'm gonna tell you, we change, one individual comes in and we look and change everything that we've had in place all these years. Why do we do that? Why can't we stick to what we put in there and what's here and go forward? I don't agree with changing because one person comes up and complains.
And I think that's reasonable, but at the same time, it did bring up the discussion of, well, they've got this on White Settlement Run, they've got it here, they've got it
Yeah,
there.
but
But the better way of looking at it is
not
we're
like
talking
them,
about
bro.
change all night tonight. We're not saying that we should do it, but everything we're talking about is changing the city moving forward.
So it's just
So it's
looking,
time to look at other changes, whether we do it or don't.
What other cities do, I can care less. We've got our ordinance, I put there, every time one person comes up here and complains, we jump over ourselves to make everything fit so that we don't have to say, I'm sorry, you can't do that.
there could very well be just to put it out there as a possibility, there could very well be a change in the ordinance that still makes what she has, leaves what she has being illegal.
Well,
I'm not talking about changing anything.
I'm not talking about what she has, I'm talking in general.
Well, but sometimes things get brought to our attention and it's good to consider. I mean, that's all it is. It's not
All they
saying
do
we're
is
wrong.
say, hey, here's the ordinance, it don't fit.
I never noticed Reyes, and I didn't even remember that art place on the corner by O'Reilly.
Until it come up.
I didn't know there's anything wrong. I think Ray is.
Well, and both of those may fall within.
I don't think that art deal could. The art, what's it, art heritage?
Heritage Village.
Heritage will work. I mean,
No, this is real.
It's in River Road. It's got it's like she said, I never even, I never seen why.
But all I'm saying is, it seems like every time one person complains, we will jump through ourselves trying to make it fit for them instead of sticking with what we've already got there.
But it's also looked, like was said, we've had it brought up consistently that we need to evaluate, particularly the sign ordinance. So is this something that we need to evaluate as part of that? And it's not saying we need to change it, because maybe we don't, but it's worthwhile to look at.
But how long do we put it off before we enforce it? Because I'll guarantee you, the way it's going right now, it'll come up and we're going to allow it to be there. Or we wouldn't spend all this time doing it.
All right.
Okay, we're moving on.
We're tabling that. Say we need another workshop.
We've had workshops on signs many times. Okay, item number 20, consider approval of ordinance 12/6/2019, amending Article A.02, schedules of fees, charges specifically in section A.02.00, established generally in subsection E, certificate of occupancy of the River Oaks Code of Ordinances as amended, revising fees for certificate of occupancy and electric certification of occupancy inspection.
All this does is include the, what we call the ECO, which is electric lights on, is basically what it is. It wasn't basically mentioned in there that it is a 90-day validity period, and the fact that the fees for it were not incorporated. So that's what you see highlighted in yellow is what I added to it, so that it would include the electric lights on inspection, and the fact that it's valid for 90 days. Did not change what a certificate of occupancy permit fee is right now. Nor did I change the lights on fee, just to put it in there that that's what it is.
We'll do approve ordinance number 1260-2019.
Have a motion, second, to ordinance